Hi, welcome. Today we're going to do a practice that helps us to connect to joy. So take your time and we're going to begin today coming into child's pose. If you want to come into child's pose with some extra support, feel free to grab your pillows or anything that feels nice against your body. We're just going to lay the front body against the earth and close your eyes and just give yourself a little time to arrive. So there's no rush here. You're just going to take your time to feel the body landing on the mat. And you're going to let yourself feel kind of that sense of, just breathing out and letting go. And letting the body just have a chance to sense that it can let go of holding itself. So give it a little time there, just sensing if the ankles feel like you need to adjust a little bit, if your hips or your knees need you to adjust a little bit. Really just shimmying, discovering. And then you can let the arms be relaxed, maybe start to let the palms feel the earth. And we're going to take a minute to just relax and just breathe. So you can let the eyebrows relax, let the forehead soften, let the lips relax, let the face relax. And let the hips relax towards the heels. Doesn't matter if they reach the heels or not, if they touch the heels or not. Let yourself gently notice that sensation of the shins, the fronts of the feet that are touching the earth. Let yourself sense your arms against the earth. And let yourself feel the sensations of breath here. Notice that as you settle in, the breath becomes more obvious to you, that your attention and your awareness more readily notices that the breath is there. We're just going to simply enjoy breathing here. Enjoy that luxury of, and just really enjoying each breath, each cycle of breath. The luxury of getting to breathe in this clean air, this fresh air. Knowing that as you do so, your body is in all of its layered processes of distributing this oxygenated blood to freshen cells that are receiving this breath. That your body is also doing the purification process, releasing carbon, releasing any of that used up material. Magically, it becomes recycled and renewed as you simply breathe here. So for the next half a minute, I'll just be quiet so you can savor sweet silence and you can just feel your breath. And if you have been resting on one cheek, then just taking your time to gently turn so that the other side of the face is supported. Just letting that little twist work its way through the neck and down through the spine. If you are doing child's pose with your forehead against the earth, that's also great. Just sensing the whole spine lengthening here. Nothing else to have to do. Take about 10 more cycles of breath here, and you don't even have to count them. Just be as involved as you can be with each breath. Each cycle of breath, having your awareness, your gentle involvement of your awareness with what is happening now. And allowing these images, these sensations, these abstract feelings that you might be sensing, shifts and changes in the body, to just be recorded that way. It doesn't require words sometimes, just noticing. A lot of the time, the parasympathetic system works with the nonverbal. So let yourself imagine that you're in your inner sanctuary, where it's really beautiful, where you can just relax and just be. Notice when you visit that image within you, again, you can sense the body changing. So we're always responding to what's happening in our minds and around us. We can have some influence over what we give our attention to. Great, and then bring yourself back to center wherever you are. We're going to start bringing the hands closer in under the shoulders. And we're going to remove anything that you might have been using under the belly. Nice. And then let's come into downward dog. So spread the hands, spread the toes, bend your knees and draw the hips gently towards the sky. It will lengthen the legs back, relax the head and the neck. Nice. Let's micro bend the knees more and just soften the belly towards the legs. Nice. We'll take a few more breaths like that, just letting the sit bones draw towards the sky. Letting the outer hips draw to the wall behind you. And notice the neck letting go over the next few breaths. Just let gravity help us to traction the spine a little here. Great, and then we're going to bring ourselves forward, walking the hands forward a little, coming just into a plank for a quick little moment. Press the hands towards the earth, draw the shoulders back, draw the heels back, and find your shoulder blades, and we'll lengthen them towards the hips. Great, and then we're just going to let ourselves rock a little side to side. Just feeling the hips draw towards the earth, side to side, drawing open the shoulder blades and the ribs. Take a few more breaths like that, just rocking side to side, letting yourself look gently side to side. Great, and then we're going to bring the knees back towards the earth. And we're going to draw the hips back, relax the forehead against the earth, and we'll take a few breaths here, just opening the shoulders further. Really enjoy your full breaths here. And relax your elbows against the earth. Take the fingertips together and we'll extend the fingertips along the spine. Take a few more breaths there. Walk the knees a little further back. Come into melting heart with the arms bent. Take a few more breaths there. Feeling that opening right across the arms, the armpits. And letting the breath just massage into what you're sensing there. Let go the back of the neck, let the neck relax. And then we'll relax the arms. We're going to come into Sphinx. So walk the forearms forward. Nice. Press the palms down, draw the shoulders back, draw the heart up. Feel the length all the way from the front of the hips across the front body, all the way through the chest. Draw the sternum gently up. Shoulders are rolled back. We'll take a couple more breaths like that, lengthening the big toes back, drawing the tailbone away. Nice. Then we're going to bring ourselves forward for a moment, forehead against the hands, just stacking the hands. Just taking a few breaths there, feeling the breath massaging into the solar plexus, the fronts of the legs, feeling the front body expand with the breath, and feeling the body relax with the breath. Great, and then we're going to come into Locust, so Shalabhasana. When you inhale, you're going to gently lift the heart away from the floor, and you're going to lift the toes off the earth, and we're just going to gently sweep the arms back. So rolling our shoulders back, turning the palms open, extending through the toes, and gently lifting up through the heart. So strengthening the back body, drawing the tailbone gently away so the lower back remains long and easeful. And then when we exhale, we're just going to have the palms facing up, arms resting to your sides, and just relax one cheek against the earth. So repeat this for a little while. When you inhale, we're going to turn the palms outwards again, draw the heart up, extend the toes back, roll the shoulders back. And then when you exhale, gently soften against the earth again. The other cheek rests against the earth. So with your own breath, continuing this just a little while more. Inhale, feeling that sense of almost like you're unfurling through the wings, through the arms, extending back, finding your shoulder blades, gathering them together, extending the toes back, back body strong. And then exhale, softening down again. We'll do it 3 more times to each side. So with your own breath, with your own pace, whatever feels right for you, whatever feels perfect for your breath. Inhale to draw up, to lift a little more through the heart, and exhale to soften and relax back. So 2 more like that. 1 to each side. And then bringing yourself up each time, just feeling almost like things are going to come online. So noticing the shoulders, noticing the elbows, noticing the hands. Each time that you come up, extending from the solar plexus, connecting across the hip points, the knees, the ankles, to the big toes. Nice. And just one last time to each side, drawing up, squeezing shoulder blades towards each other. And when you do your last one, really feel your awareness connecting through each major joint. And then as you come back down, just rest against the earth. So we'll take a few breaths here, just letting the breath massage the front body, letting the whole body relax, and noticing that contrast. So the mind likes that contrast, the body likes that contrast. It helps you to modulate and come back to center, to balance. Then we're going to tuck our toes, take the hands under the shoulders, roll the shoulders back, press down through the earth. And we're going to come up a little bit higher. Deliberately, we're going to draw the hips towards the earth, draw the shoulders back, lift the heart. So kind of like an upward dog, but we have our toes pressing against the earth. Just makes it feel a little more stable. So a few more breaths there. Elbows micro bend, heart lifting. Maybe belly button reaches forward. Shoulders going to draw back. Great. And then we're going to rock back into downward dog, drawing the hips back. Bend the knees. Hips are going to draw up and back, and we're going to draw the heels towards the earth. Letting go of the head and letting the neck just relax again. We'll take a few more breaths there. When you exhale, exhale through the mouth. Couple more like that. Nice. Feel that pleasure of that letting go. And then we're going to bend the right knee, extend the right leg towards the sky. And we'll bring the right foot forward between the hands. Nice. Relaxing the shoulders, just gently looking forward. So we'll be in our low lunge for a few more breaths, drawing the right hip back, lengthening the heart forward. Then let's draw the arms back, turn the palms out, lift the heart, almost like the front body is in Locust and Shalabhasana, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Bend through that front knee, draw the left heel further back, draw the right hip further back. Nice, and I'm going to sweep the arms forward, palms together, interlace the hands, thumb and index finger, extend towards the sky, press down through the feet, and we'll lift through the heart. Couple more breaths like that, gently lunging forward through the front leg, drawing the heart up, relaxing the shoulders. We'll take it into a twist, turning to the right, opening the arms. Nice. Left hand comes down towards the earth, right fingertips reach towards the sky. We'll take a few more breaths here, gently relaxing the top arm back with each breath. Great. Sweep the right arm back towards the earth. We'll step through to downward dog. As you exhale, release the breath, pressing belly towards the thighs. Great, and then let's draw the left leg all the way up, extending through the left heel. Bend the left knee, open up the left hip more. Then we're going to bring the left foot forward between the hands. Relaxing the shoulders here, draw the heart forward. Relax the back of the neck. So deliberately create space in the back of the neck by not kind of cranking the head up. Keep the neck neutral. And again, let's sweep the arms back, draw the heart up. It's almost like we're in Locust with the front body. Draw the sternum forward, drive the right heel back. We'll take a few breaths more like that. Great, tops of the shoulders roll back as we bring the fingertips together, interlace the hands, and we'll draw the arms up, relaxing the shoulders. And then breathing into this. over the next few breaths, noticing and developing your presence in the shape. Lengthen through the left thigh, draw the right heel back, and lift through the heart. Drive the right heel back a little more as you bend the left knee a little bit more. Nice, and then right fingertips to the earth, left arm towards the sky, coming into your twist. Relax the shoulders here, draw the left arm back, and over the next few breaths, we're just going to continue to twist the heart to open towards the sky. Great, and then exhale, we'll come back through downward dog, so step the feet back. Take a moment through downward dog. Great, and then we're gonna release the knees towards the earth. We're gonna take a pigeon for a little bit. So right knee to the right side of your mat, left leg is going to move back. I guess I need to shimmy there. Extend the left toes, draw the right head back. We're gonna stay high today. So fingertips along the earth, roll the shoulders back, lift the heart. Nice. Back of the neck is relaxed. Eyes are gently looking forward. And just breathe here. Over the next few breaths, you're going to let the front body continue to lengthen. So sternum is guiding up, away from the belly button. And you're going to let the right hip draw back and down towards the earth. Shoulders are going to deliberately melt a little more. Great, then we're going to sit towards the right hip and draw the left leg forward. Right knee is going to come to the side, and we're just going to reach for the left foot. Inhale, draw the heart forward, and exhale, look over the left toes. And we're just going to fold over the left leg. So just do whatever is available, whatever feels right for you today. Exploring that and finding that. Just breathing here. Couple more breaths. We'll take 3 more breaths here. Bend the elbows, lengthen the heart along the leg. Just soften over the leg. Great, and then we're going to walk the hands back towards ourselves. You're going to bend the left knee and just bring your right ankle over the left leg. So the arms are behind you. Nice. Fingers are turned away from you. And we're going to start walking ourselves forward towards the left foot. Maybe you're going to bend the knee more and you're going to try to bring the heart towards the legs a little bit more. So bend the right knee, draw the heart forward, roll the shoulders back. And we'll breathe into this. Nice, and rock a little bit. See if that does anything for you. Nice, and then keep kind of bringing yourself forward to wherever you can. Nice, roll the shoulders back. Draw the heart up. Press heart towards the legs. Take a few more breaths like that. Nice. Then we're going to drop the legs the way they are to your left. And you're going to twist left arm outside the right leg. Right hand is just going to keep walking to the right. And then inhale, we're going to draw the heart up. And exhale, we'll turn. And nothing else to have to do. We'll just hang out in the twist and let the twist do its work, do its magic. Just let the breath find its way through that spiral. And as you exhale, just let some of those places where tension might have accumulated have a chance to just relax to whatever degree it's possible. Great, and then when you're ready, we're going to release, bring the legs just the way they are back to center. Nice, we're going to lie back, keep the legs this way, and you're going to draw the legs in towards yourself. Right knee still bent and pressing away from you. And we'll take a few more breaths like that, really letting the hips have a chance to marinate in this one. Nice. Nothing else to have to do. We're just going to breathe here and let the legs draw closer in towards ourselves here. Notice the back body here. And let the shoulder blades press down towards the hips and against the earth. We'll take 3 more breaths here. Great, and then we'll undo the legs, just extending the legs towards the sky, relaxing the fingertips towards the sky, and relaxing the shoulders back against the earth. Just take a few moments here. Feel the entire back body against the earth, feel the shoulders, feel the lower back. Just let everything nestle in against the earth. Great, and then from here, press fingertips down to the sides against the earth. Draw your belly button in, and we'll come back through to downward dog. So cross the shins, roll forward, walk the legs back, walk the feet back, come back through to downward dog. Bend the knees again, draw the belly button up, and press the hips back. Great, and then inhale, we're going to draw forward, coming into plank, belly button towards the spine, drawing the heels back. And exhaling, release the knees, elbows to the ribs, lowering. And we'll roll the shoulders back, inhale, we'll draw up. Tuck the toes, deliberately bring the legs a little away from the earth. Draw the heart up, draw the shoulders back. Nice. And then through downward dog to pigeon on the left side. When you're ready, draw the left leg up, bend the left knee, bring it to the left side of your mat, and we'll walk the right toes back. Nice. Hands to either side of your mat. Again, we'll collect the shoulder blades back and down. Draw the heart up. Nice. Then just look softly forward. Keep the drishti, keep the eyes just gently focused, a little ahead of you. And over the next few breaths, just let the left hip draw back and down towards the earth. Nice. With every breath, we're going to let the front body fill and lengthen. Sternum gently drawing to the sky as tailbone gently just draws down towards the earth. A few more breaths like that, just letting the shape marinate a little more. Nice, and then sit towards your left. We're going to sweep the right leg forward. Right leg is extended, left foot against the right inner leg. Nice. And then again, we're going to come into our forward bend here. Inhale, we'll lengthen up. Exhale, holding the leg wherever you can, drawing the heart up. And as you exhale, just lengthening over the leg. Eyes over the toes. Just breath by breath, finding your way here, taking your time. So as long as each breath is where you're allowing yourself to move gently into whatever spaciousness is there. It doesn't matter if we reach somewhere where we feel like, oh, there seems to be a wall or something where the body won't let you. It doesn't matter, just let yourself notice those places, back away a little, give it a little space, soften the breath, and just breathe. Take a few more breaths like that, just hanging out with wherever the body is at. Give it a little time for everything to just have to still and to settle. Back body relaxing. Nice. And then walk the hands gently back. We'll take the right knee to bend, right foot against the earth, and left ankle over the right leg. And then we're gonna bend the left ankle. This is called bending. Well, flex it. And then we're going to bring ourselves again a little closer, fingers up pointing away from ourselves, rolling the shoulders back, lifting the heart. We'll just hang out wherever the shape feels like there's some kind of stretch, not too much that the breath becomes uncomfortable. So comfortably letting ourselves feel that opening, unfolding in its own time. As your hands press down, the heart lifts, the shoulders roll back, shoulder blades are drawing down. We'll be taking about 10 more breaths here. So continuing to maybe bring the body closer to the legs if that's available. Maybe the hips move closer to the right heel if that feels right for you. So just playing with that, breathing there. And then when you have been working with the lower body, notice the upper body will tend to forget that it's there. So bring that back online, lift the heart, get those shoulders activated, those shoulder blades activated. So the back body, the front body, the hips are all online in your awareness. So they're all in your awareness. And you're breathing into them. Great. And then from here, we're going to keep the legs as they are. We're going to drop the legs over to the right. We're going to come into our twist. Right arm outside the left leg this time. Left hand is going to walk on the mat towards the left more. And again, once we're in the twist, just letting all of that percolate. Feeling the twist through the shoulders, through the neck, through the mid-body, through the upper back, belly button turning more to the left. Just breathing into this. We'll take about 5 more breaths here. Just one breath cycle at a time, letting things develop on their own. Great, and then unraveling gently from the twist, we're going to bring the legs back. Left ankle is still over the right leg. We're going to come to lay down and bring the legs in towards ourselves, drawing the right shin in towards ourselves and left knee away. So breathing here. We'll take our time. We'll have about 10 cycles of breath. Just be in each cycle of breath. One cycle at a time. Notice the breath flowing in, touching into the belly button, right behind the belly button to the lower belly. And notice the breath moving out, relaxing even into the shoulders. And notice your awareness just recording each moment of this breath cycle. Letting the eyes relax, letting the shoulders relax. Great, and then in your own time, we'll gently release, relax the arms out to the sides, and we'll extend the legs up. And this time, feel the arms against the earth, the backs of the arms, how the skin connects towards the earth. Feel the legs suspended in space, the lower back supported. Let the legs float here and just breathe. Nice, and we're going to take it into Cactus Arms. So bending the elbows and just still the palms are facing up. I'm going to bend the knees. We're just going to twist here. So the palms facing up as you exhale, knees to the left. As you inhale, bring it gently back to the center. And then exhale, knees to the right. So doing that a few times side to side. Squeezing the knees towards each other gently. Great, and then we're going to come into Happy Baby, hands holding the outer feet, knees are bent. And just relax the knees towards the armpits. Let the feet, just have the soles of the feet facing the sky. Arms are just naturally, relaxedly holding. Hands holding the outer feet, nothing else to have to do. I'm going to hang out here for a minute. We're just giving it a little time again for the shape to do its magic, for the shape to marinate into the tissues, to open up in those areas where the meridians that we're targeting are. The liver, the urinary bladder, the gallbladder. Just breathing there. Mostly it just helps us to increase our sense of connectedness. Let go of some of the frustration that just might have accumulated. So easy come, easy go. Nothing wrong with reacting or feeling anything positive or negative, so-called. Just treating it all as the same. Just watching it come and go as you breathe here. Nothing else to have to do. Great, and then bring your feet together so that the knees are still in a diamond shape, pressing away from each other, soles of the feet touching. And we're gonna just with our hands hold the feet and draw them towards ourselves, to wherever they are willing to go, wherever they're happy to go. And relax the arms again, relax the shoulders again. Just breathe here, nothing else to have to do. And take a few more breaths here. Great. And then keep the legs in this shape. We'll just rest the outer feet back towards the earth, feet touching, so bound angle, reclined. We'll hang out here for another minute, just relaxing the shoulders. And there's nothing else to have to do. Just letting some of that percolate and letting it release itself back towards the earth. Let the face soften, let the throat soften, let the shoulders soften. Great, and then we'll sweep the arms up overhead. Let's hold opposite elbows and just draw the arms towards the earth for a few more breaths, lengthening from the armpits to the elbows. And just switch the hold so that the other hand is on top over the opposite elbow. Just breathe here. Again, nothing else to have to do. For about 5 more breaths here, we're just going to let the shape help us to open up space between the ribs so that the lungs have more room to relax and to hold the breath and to soften, relaxing through the whole body. Great, and then we'll relax the arms back to the sides. So we're gonna come into a restorative twist. So if you have pillows and stuff, it's a nice thing. You can take some of your pillows to your left side where your knees are gonna go. And then you might want a blanket under the head or a softer cushion under the head. And for some of us, when you twist to the side, maybe one arm is gonna feel like it's gonna come up a little. So you might wanna take a little support for the arm that might feel like it might lift up, or the shoulder. So take your time to find this. And when you're ready, as you lay on back down, have the feet just about hip width apart first. We're gonna lift the hips a little. Take the hips to the right a little bit. So we'll take the hips to the right and let the hips settle. Then we'll draw the knees in and we'll just relax the legs over to the left. Some of you are quite flaxy and you might not want the support under the left leg, or you might want your pillow between your knees. So that's another option. And we're just gonna relax the arms open. And again, maybe if it feels nice for you to have some support under the right arm, let that pillow or blanket support you there. And then nothing else to have to do. You can either just relax this way, or you can turn the head to the left or to the right, whatever feels like a nicer opening for you across the whole body. So you can check out whether you like the knees a little higher up or a little lower. If just in case you want one more option, you can even extend both the legs straight in your twist. That's going to take it much deeper. If that feels too deep, then maybe don't choose that. So choose what works for your body today. So take your time, explore that. And once you have come into it, we're going to be there for a few minutes. So knowing that you have all the time in the world, I might have you there a little longer than a few minutes. allowing yourself to just start to settle into the shape. Knowing that it's a restorative shape, and that restorative shapes work best when we allow ourselves to become passive. So instead of needing to make it more challenging, making it less challenging, but more supportive. And once you feel that little sigh within you, like your whole body is finally able to just settle, you can even close the eyes and just relax and just be. So this is an equalizing shape for the body, helps to undo tensions through the whole spine, really from the top of the head all the way down to the tailbone. And helping us to relax the hips, opening up the sides of the legs. So while all that magic is going on, I'm just going to read you something that I found quite delightful. So it's from Ross Gay's book called The Book of Delights. My birthday, kinda. It's my 42nd birthday, and it would make perfect, if self-involved sense, to declare the day of my birth a delight, despite the many years of almost puritanically paid no attention to it. A sad performance of a certain masculine nonchalance, non-flamboyance? Might have been. Poor thing. So Ross Gay is a black writer. He also happens to be gay. And he's really very funny. Now it's all I can do not to bedeck myself in every floral thing imaginable. Today, both earrings and socks. Oh, and my drawers, hibiscus patterned, with the cuddling pocket in front to boot. And if there's some chance to wear some bright and changing colors, believe me, some bit of healing for my old man Shirley, who would warn us against wearing red, lest we succumb to some stereotype I barely even know. A delight that we can heal our loved ones, even the dead ones. Oh, broken. Oh, beautiful. So let me first say, yes, mostly. The day of my birth is an utter and unmitigated delight, and not only for the very sweet notes I sometimes get that day. Already 5 by 8:15 a.m. from Taiwan, the Basque Country, Palo Alto, Bloomington, and Frenchtown, New Jersey. But also for the actual miracle of a birth, not just the beautifully zany and alien and wet and odorous procedure that is called procreation, but for the many thousand, million accidents, no, impossibilities leading to our births. For God's sake, my white mother had never even met a black guy. My father failed out of Central State, too busy looking good and having fun, so they say, got drafted, and was counseled by his old man to enlist in the Navy that day, so as not to go where the black and brown and poor kids go in the wars of America. And they both ended up, I kid you not, in Guam. Black man, white woman, the year of loving versus Virginia, on a stolen island in the Pacific, a staging ground for American expansion and domination. Come some babies, one of them me. Anyway, you get it. The older I get, in all likelihood closer to my death than to my birth. Despite all the arugula and quinoa, the more I think of this day as a delight. But that's not today what I want to land on, if only because one's birthday is also the day of hollering many delights, if you can muster them, which today I can. So I'm going to pause for a moment, and in your twist now, you're going to just take it to the other side. So I'm moving gently taking your restorative twist to the other side. Again, taking your time to find that sense of settling and support again. And take a deep breath there. And come to relax again. And we'll come back to the Book of Delights. This morning, I was walking through Manhattan, head down, checking directions, when I looked up to see a fruit truck selling lychee, 2 pounds for $5, and I had $10 in my pocket. Then, while buying my bus ticket for later that evening, I witnessed the Transbridge teller's face soften after she had endured a couple unusually rude interruptions in front of me as I kept eye contact and thanked her. She called me honey first, delight, baby second, delight, and almost smiled before I turned away. On my way to the Flatiron Building, there was an aisle of Kusa dogwood, looking parched but still, the prickly knobs of fruit nestled between the leaves. A cup of coffee from a well-shaped cup. A fly, its wings hauling all the light in the room, landing on the porcelain handle as if to say, notice the precise flare of this handle, as though designed for the romance between the thumb and index finger that holding a cup can be. Or the peanut butter salty enough. Or the light blue bike the man pushed through the lobby. Or the top knot of the barista. Or the sweet glance of the man in his stylish short pants, well-lotioned ankles gleaming underneath, walking 2 little dogs. Or the woman stepping in and out of her shoe, her foot curling up and stretching out and curling up. August 1st. So this little essay, My Birthday Kinda by Ross Gay, is one of many in his book that he dedicated an essay a day to just capturing what the lights are showing up in his world. Just letting yourself still be in your twist and letting yourself now draw your awareness to that inner world where you can imagine the day, where you can imagine yourself experiencing the lights. What might have been experienced this morning as you went about the day, when there might have been a moment of delight or more, when you might have seen something that just gave a little lift to your heart, a little spark. So today for me, I saw spiders just shooting their gossamer threads across the bushes on my patio. It just seemed like they were working so hard, and all these threads were just flying around, all silvery and silken and delicate. So for you, now as you rest here, letting yourself recall, and if not from today, just any time at all, that you remember something that you experienced that was particularly delightful. Let yourself really feel the senses of that again. What it looked like, what it sounded like, what it felt like. And if there are other delights too, just letting yourself count, maybe even over the past week, or any time at all in your life where you like to revisit these delightful moments. And as you continue to let your imagination percolate towards the delightful, bringing yourself back into Shavasana, centered, just with the legs extended and supported. We'll rest for a minute, Just letting everything settle and allowing that inner world to be filled with delightful memories, experiences, knowing that images, nonverbal, can really support your body's building of its own sense of joy and ease and healing and immunity. So I'll let you rest in sweet silence for the next minute. And simply enjoy just being. And feeling present right in your body. Feeling the presence of the body against the support of the earth. Feeling your breath, your prana circulating through the whole body. Take your time to come to your side and then transitioning to any comfortable seat. We'll meet with the eyes softly closed. Just bring the hands on top of each other, resting on the heart. So maybe Ross Gay's practice of writing down what delights him every day, just for 10 minutes. That is a practice that feeds his joy. So let it be a question for you this week. How can you remember your joy? And let yourself have a practice around growing your connection to that feeling. We'll chant Om to seal our practice. So just taking a breath in. And bringing the palms to meet, bowing our heads towards our hearts and each other. Namaste.